Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, Oscar De La Hoya said Vergil Ortiz is ready for any Premier Boxing Champion fighter. He'll fight any PBC fighter on the spot as soon as possible. And also said he wanted to match Vergil Ortiz with Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is the only fighter that he'd think twice about. It's an article on Boxing Scene. Go check it out. Let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Check out the welterweight boxing playlist. For more videos like this. And just regarding Vergil Ortiz in general, I don't think he that good. He's just the orthodox Errol Spence. What makes Errol Spence so tough to beat is that he a southpaw. Vergil Ortiz, man, I just don't see nothing special about him. He got a little explosiveness. I think he could be a world champion. I don't think he no bum or nothing like that. But could he beat Sean Porter, Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman he can't beat. Not right now. Sean Porter, yeah, Sean Porter fight to the level of his opposition. Could he beat Ugas? Yeah, I'll pick him to beat Ugas. I think, you can make a case that he in the top 10 at welterweights. But he got to be the top 10 welterweight. You just look at the landscape. You say, no, the top 5, Manny Pacquiao, no particular, Manny Pacquiao, Crawford, Spence, top 3. Could he beat Danny Garcia? Yeah, I could see him beating any of those guys that's not champion, not title holder. I can see him beating Danny. I can see him beating Sean. Only guy I can really see him beating is a bad style is Keith Thurman, but we don't know what type of Keith Thurman is going to come back. Could he beat him? Ben, Kelly, he could beat those guys. Jamal James, Ugas, Delorme. Him and Ennis is too early, but I think Ennis is a more talented fighter. And people say, well, Ennis don't fight nobody. It's not Ennis' fault. Ennis, signed it's kind of his fault. He signed with Cameron Duncan. And we know if you're not with top-ranked PBC or the Zone, you ain't going to get those fights. So he got an exclusive deal with Showtime. So people can say, Ennis ain't fighting. It ain't his fault. Shit. He tried to fight Formella. He trying to fight the top guys. He can't get them. So either he want to buy us without his contract or they got to make a deal with his next promoter. But I tell you this, if Ortiz don't smother him, he going to get beat to the post. So Ortiz can't fight Ennis from the outside or the pocket. If he can get it in his chest, he got a chance. But Ennis don't like the pressure. So I think, we don't know enough about each fighter. Ortiz has stepped up in weight. So is Boots. Boots was a 40-pounder. But then again, if Ortiz don't get in his chest, he's going to get killed. But it's a good fight. He carries some power. I watched one of the fights he fought somebody. I can't remember who he fought. It wasn't a Solomon. It was another fight. He just fight. I think it was a Rizzoco fight, whatever his name is. He got to be a pressure fighter to be the Ennis, a Boots, a Crawford. Those styles. You can't fight at them at arm length. You got to be in their chest. With Nate Campbell said, excuse me. Not Nate Robinson. Got to sleep. Got to be, sucking. Got to be sucking on the city. Got to be that close to his chest. But, I think he do well versus some PBC fighters. Is it Lopez, Josito? I think he can get Josito. It'll be a learning experience. I think him versus, if I was his promoter, him versus Josito would be a good fight. Then maybe a Sean Porter, Danny Garcia type of fight. If he can make these fights. And then you can look at Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Pacquiao probably be gone by then. Then I'll look at those guys. But, he can beat a Sean Porter. Because Sean Porter fight up and down to his competition. Same thing for Danny Garcia, up and down his competition. Maurice Hooker, he can beat him. No offense to him. Shout out to Bomac and them. Other kid, Ugas, he can beat Jamal James. Jamal James to try to outbite. That'd be a good test. Him fighting Jamal James and Jamal James just, giving him some looks that maybe a Crawford or a Thurman or Ennis would give him. That'd be a good fight. If he can handle Jamal James, that'd be a good fight for him too. Then, Ugas, I think he can get Ugas. I think he outwork Ugas. But all good fights if he fight PBC fighters. I think he can beat the majority of them, to be honest. I think he could beat Sean Porter, Garcia if he loses to Spence. If he beats Spence, probably not. But depends. I think it's a good style for him. Ugas, Jamal James, and it's another motherfucker I was thinking about. Josito Lopez. I think he could beat those 5. Could he lose? Yeah. Those 5 is it. But then, you look at the other guys, like Thurman, you can't beat him. Thurman got too much movement. You know, just looking at him, dog, he don't have the athleticism to and experience to fuck with Thurman. Unless Thurman is just totally shot after the Pacquiao fight. I heard he supposed to be fighting Ugas a few months ago. Who knows? Shit changes. But Thurman just too much for him. Too much foot movement. Too much. If you think he could beat Thurman and they make that fight, which Thurman ain't gonna fight nobody down. He looking for checks unless they pay him enough. Man, I'll make that bet. Thurman will destroy him. I'll probably say Thurman stop him. You know, just he ain't stopped nobody in a long time, but I'll probably think about picking him to stop him. Just too much speed, too much hand speed, too much rhythmic movement. He don't carry enough athleticism to keep up with a guy like that. Now, if Keith Thurman slow down, he can catch up to Keith Thurman like Guerrero or Danny did. I'm not sure he got enough. I'm not sure he got enough in his arsenal. But if he do get him, it's gonna be in the later rounds and picking Keith Thurman and just tearing him apart. But him versus Terence Crawford, like De La Hoya said, I think twice. He said it's a fight they want to make. You know, him and Bob worked together before. You got to understand, Oscar De La Hoya came up under Bob Arum, and he was like a father. That's like a father of Oscar De La Hoya. But tell you this, Oscar De La Hoya, you love making the best fights. You put that motherfucker in there with Terence Crawford, you might as well just pack it up and file bankruptcy for Golden Boy. Vergil Ortiz will get the dog. He get the dog walking shit beat out of him. Terence Crawford, dog walk him. Maybe wait 2 more years, Conor Crawford get older. Shit, Ortiz, he don't carry enough athleticism in that fight. He said, well, I seen some things in the Kell Brook fight. Yeah, you seen what happened in the 4th, 5th round? He went to sleep. Well, I have the size advantage. They do the same thing to Terence Crawford they did to Manny Pacquiao. Well, I'm bigger than Manny Pacquiao, and he can have a weight rehydration clause. I'm going to be bigger on fight night. Shit. Manny Pacquiao was the stronger fighter. People look at Pacquiao, oh, he's little up top. People look at Crawford, he's little up. Man, you get in the ring, shit. The motherfuckers ain't little. You know what you can tell? Everybody look at the biceps in the back. Man, look at them niggas' legs. Look at Crawford legs. They ain't big as Pacquiao legs. Pacquiao got them Chun Li legs. And when you hear a fighter say, well, I got the size advantage over Pacquiao or Crawford, I look at them niggas like, okay. I ain't seen Manny Pacquiao put enough motherfucker dick in the dirt. I ain't seen it. Crawford will beat the shit out of Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz will get dog walked. And that's no offense to him, but bad matchup. He ain't got enough of nothing. He ain't got enough experience, enough speed, enough power. Whatever fight I watched him, I was not impressed. I'm like, his feet is garbage. Yeah, he will get destroyed by Terence Crawford or a guy like Keith Thurman. He's better off fighting a guy like Errol Spence, even though he get his ass beat too, if Errol's what he was. Because like Errol can be, you know, his styles are similar. Errol is a southpaw, he orthodox, but man, they make that fight for Terence Crawford, he stick with Top Rank. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. That's gonna be like a Trinidad or Della. There was a Trinidad and Fernando Vargas. It's gonna be something like that. He gonna get punished. That nigga, they gonna lose this last fighter. Talking about he ready for a world title. Man, you can't beat none of the world champions, bro. You ain't beating Pacquiao unless Errol Spence is bad. You ain't beating him. You ain't beating Terence Crawford. I don't even think you beating the champions at 140 pounds. So, you know, he got a lot of confidence, but to me, yeah, he just ain't. I don't see it. He better wait till the next wave of champions. He could beat up Josh Kelly. He could fight Ennis. You know, he could beat those guys. But he ain't beating none of them guys like Thurman and Errol. If he the same as Sean. No, not Sean. He could beat Sean. Thurman, Pacquiao, and Crawford. He ain't beating them. You could beat Josito, Jamal James, Ugas, Delorme. You could beat those Kelly, Bean. You could beat those type of guys. But, shit, wish De La Hoya would, man. I'll make a lot of money off that fight. These Hispanics and these Texans talking, yeah, he gonna beat Terrence. Yeah, come here, mommy and daddy. Come bring me that money. Come bring me that money. Come bring me that Mexican money. Shit, I bet every dime I got. Especially, man, Crawford, I ain't got to worry about where it's on the zone. It's in Aztecas TV. It's in San Antonio. It's in Vergil Ortiz backyard. It's in that, wherever you want. You can get his shit beat out of him. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. He going to sleep. You know, and if he finish on his feet, he ain't gonna never be the same like a Drake album. You know, his face gonna be riddled and he gonna beat the shit out of him, boy. Man, I'm telling you, that nigga ain't shit. He a good, prototypical Mexican fighter. No feet. He getting, like I said before, you better believe it. You better believe it. Like Lil Boosie and Jesus, you better believe it. He going to sleep. He either going on his face or his back. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You reach out if you got a business question, inquiry, response, or video request. All my social media links in the description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Our Facebook group link is there as well too. You want to reach out for a video request, business inquiry, sponsorship, video request, want to advertise your business on the channel, whatever, hit me up. Other than that, appreciate the love, support. You want to make a donation, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We go.